If you want to become stronger, smarter, and more successful, you are in the right place. Today, I'm going to share life-changing lessons that will make you unstoppable. Nobody cares about your problems. The world doesn't stop for your pain. But here's the secret. When you learn how to take control, build discipline, and turn struggles into power, you can rise above anyone and anything. In this video, you will discover the 7 most important lessons every man must know. How to stay strong when life is hard. How to turn pain into power. Why taking responsibility changes everything. How to protect your mind and body. Why wealth is more than money. How success is the ultimate answer to haters, and why no one is coming to save you. But that's the beauty of personal power. If you watch until the end, you'll understand exactly how to build your strength, grow your wealth, sharpen your mind, and gain respect from others. These are not just tips. They are powerful principles that successful men use every day. So don't click away, don't scroll to the next video. Stay focused, take notes, apply these lessons to your life, and watch how everything changes. By the time this video ends, you will know how to rise above excuses, overcome challenges, and become a man who commands respect, builds real wealth, and lives life on his own terms. Keep watching, because the steps you learn here could change your life forever. Nobody cares about your problems, and that is why you must rise. This may sound cold, it may sound hard, but it is the truth of life. When you fall, when you suffer, when you feel weak, the world will not stop. The world will keep moving forward. People will go to work. The sun will rise. The streets will stay busy. Life does not pause because of your pain. And that is why you must stand up. Being a man today is not easy. People expect you to be strong. People expect you to protect, to provide, to lead. You are told to be brave, to never cry, to always know what to do. But in real life, it is not that simple. Sometimes you feel lost. Sometimes you feel tired. Sometimes you feel like nobody sees your struggle. And the truth is, most people don't. When you are a man, many times you must suffer in silence. You may carry your pain inside. You may wake up with worries about money, about health, about family, about your future. But you still put on your shoes. You still go out into the world. And you still do what must be done. This is the reality of being a man. No one is coming to ask, "Are you okay?" No one is waiting to take your burden. You must carry it. And more than that, you must turn it into strength. But listen carefully. This video is not about excuses. This is not about sitting down and saying, "Life is unfair." Life has never been fair. Life will not give you everything you want. But life will give you something greater. A chance. A chance to build yourself, to grow, to rise from the pain and make something strong from it. You see, every man has 2 choices. One choice is to give up, to complain, to hope that someone will feel sorry for him. But that path leads to weakness. It leads to nothing. The other choice is harder but greater. It is the choice to take responsibility. It is the choice to say, "Yes, the world does not care, but I will care for myself. I will build myself until no one can ignore me." That is the path of strength. That is the path of growth. This is the purpose of this video. I am not here to tell you that life will become easy. I am not here to tell you that people will suddenly care about your struggles. I am here to tell you something better. I am here to tell you that you have power. You have the power to take control of your life. You have the power to use your pain as fuel. You have the power to become a man that people respect, not because they feel sorry for you, but because they cannot ignore your strength. Think about this. When you walk with confidence, when your body is strong, when your mind is sharp, when your actions show discipline, people notice. They may not clap for you, but they will respect you. Respect is not asked for. Respect is earned. And you earn it by building yourself every single day. In this video, I will share 7 truths. These truths are not soft. They are not easy. But if you take them, if you live them, your life will change. You will walk stronger. You will think sharper. You will face challenges with courage. You will build wealth, not only in money, but in health, in peace, in respect. You will create a life where success is your answer to every doubt, every laugh, every voice that ever told you you can't. Remember this, no one is coming to save you, but that is not a reason to feel weak. That is a reason to feel powerful, because it means you do not need to wait. You do not need permission. You can start right now. You can start building your body, your mind, your discipline. You can start saving, learning, creating, and moving forward. You can start becoming the man you were meant to be. The world may not care about your problems, but the world will notice your strength. The world will respect your success. And more than that, you will respect yourself. That respect, that inner pride, is greater than any sympathy you could ever receive. So listen closely. This is your moment. This is your call. Do not waste time waiting for someone to understand your pain. Do not waste time asking life to be fair. Life will not change for you, but you can change for life. You can grow stronger. You can become wiser. You can rise no matter how many times you fall. This is your journey. This is your fight. And if you take it seriously, if you apply these principles, if you wake up every day with the decision to grow, you will see the results. Step by step, day by day, you will build a life of strength, of respect, of success. Nobody cares about your problems. And that is exactly why you must rise. Lesson 1. Life won't feel sorry for you. Life is hard. The world does not stop when you are in pain. It does not pause when you are sad. The clock keeps ticking, the sun keeps rising, people keep going to work, and cars keep moving on the streets. Life does not care about your tears. This is something every man must understand. It can sound cold and it can sound unfair, but it is real. If you fall down, the world does not wait for you to stand again. If you feel broken inside, the world does not stop moving. Life continues, and you must continue too. Imagine a man who loses his job. He feels weak and lost. He wants to stay in bed all day, but the bills do not stop. The rent is still there. The children still need food. The world does not say, "Take your time, we will wait." No, life pushes forward, and the man must find a way to push too. Or think about soldiers in battle. A soldier may feel pain, fear, or loss. But in war, there is no pause button. The soldier cannot stop and cry for hours. He must keep moving. He must keep fighting. His life and the lives of his brothers depend on it. Now think about fathers. A father may be tired, sick, or stressed, but if his child is hungry, he cannot say, "I am too sad today." He must provide, he must protect, and he must stand up no matter what. These are real examples of life. They show us that the world does not feel sorry for our pain. And maybe that is good, because if the world stopped every time we hurt, nothing would move forward. Pain is part of life, but strength is also part of life. Some men wait for sympathy. They hope someone will come and say, "I see your pain. I will fix it for you." But the truth is, that day will never come. If you wait for people to feel sorry for you, you will stay weak. You will stay in the same place, hoping for pity instead of building power. Sympathy is soft. It may make you feel better for a moment, but it does not change your life. It does not pay the bills. It does not build strength. It does not make you a man others can respect. Think about a man who loses everything. He can sit and cry, saying, "Why me? Why is life so unfair?" He may get a few kind words from friends. But after some time, everyone moves on. People go back to their own lives. And he is left alone, still weak, still broken, still waiting. Another man in the same pain asks a different question. Not why me, but what now? This question is powerful. What now turns pain into action? What now makes you stand up and keep moving? This is how men rise. You cannot control everything in life. Bad things will happen. You may lose your job. You may fail at something. You may face sickness, betrayal, or loss. But you always have one power, the power of choice. You can choose to complain. You can choose to stay down. You can choose to hope for pity. That is the path of weakness. Or you can choose to act. You can choose to stand up. You can choose to ask, "What now? What can I do today to move forward?" That is the path of strength. Strong men are not men who never fall. Strong men are men who always rise. They look at pain and they do not say, "Why me?" They say, "What now? How can I use this to become stronger?" Resilience means the ability to keep going when things are hard. It is like a muscle. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. You build resilience by facing life directly, by not running away from pain, by standing tall even when your heart feels heavy. When problems come, you must learn to stay calm. Do not panic. Do not shout. A calm mind can see solutions. A panicked mind sees only problems. Every day has small struggles like traffic, rude people, or stress at work. Use these moments as practice. Stay calm, stay in control, and train your mind to handle pressure. When life feels heavy, remember why you fight. Maybe it is for your family, maybe for your future, maybe for your own pride. Your reason will give you power to continue. Do not wait for the perfect plan. Do not wait for perfect strength. Take one step today. Even a small step forward is better than sitting still. Accept pain as part of life. Do not hate it and do not run from it. Accept it as a teacher. Pain teaches you who you are. Pain makes you grow. There was once a young man who lost his father early in life. He had no money, no support, and no one to guide him. For a while, he felt broken. He wanted the world to care. He wanted people to understand, but very few did. One day, he looked in the mirror and said, "No one is coming to save me. If I want to survive, I must rise." From that day, he worked. He worked at small jobs. He studied at night. He trained his body. He kept moving forward step by step. Years later, people looked at him with respect. They said, "You are strong. You are successful." But they did not see the nights he cried. They did not see the days he felt weak. They only saw the man who refused to give up. That is resilience. That is asking, "What now?" instead of "Why me?" Life will not feel sorry for you, but you can become strong enough that you do not need it to. The next time life hits you, remember these words. Do not wait for sympathy. Do not waste time asking, why me? Ask, what now? Take action, stay calm, and keep moving forward. The world will not stop for your pain, but you can stop letting pain control you. You can turn it into power. Every day is a test. Every problem is training. Every struggle is a chance to rise. The world does not care if you cry, but the world will respect you if you rise stronger after every fall. The choice is yours. Will you sit and wait for life to feel sorry for you? Or will you stand up, take your pain, and turn it into strength? Remember this truth. Life will not stop for your pain, but you can keep moving no matter what. And when you do, you will see something amazing. You will see that you are stronger than you ever believed. That is the lesson, that is the path, and that is what it means to be a man who rises. Lesson 2. Turn pain into power. Pain is part of life. Every man will face it. Sometimes it comes from losing someone you love. Sometimes it comes from losing money, losing health, or losing respect. Pain comes in many forms. It can break your heart, crush your spirit, and make you feel weak. But here is the truth. Pain is not only an enemy. Pain can also be your fuel. If you know how to use it, pain can make you stronger than you ever imagined. Many men try to run away from pain. They hide from it, drink to forget it, or pretend it does not exist. But pain always finds a way back. You cannot escape it. You can only choose how to face it. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. This choice decides the kind of man you will become. Let me tell you a story. There was once a man who had everything he wanted. He had a good job, a nice house, and a family who loved him. One day, he lost it all. His company failed, his money disappeared, and his wife left him. In just a short time, everything was gone. He felt empty and weak. He sat alone at night and asked himself, why did this happen to me? For weeks, he cried. For weeks, he felt like life was finished. But one day, something changed. He looked at his reflection in the mirror. His face was tired, but his eyes were still alive. He realized he had two choices. One choice was to stay broken, to keep saying, why me? The other choice was to rise again. He told himself, this pain will not kill me. This pain will teach me. From that moment, he decided to fight. He started small. He got up early every morning, even when he did not want to. He trained his body, lifting weights and running. Each drop of sweat was like a tear turned into strength. He worked at simple jobs, saving little by little. At night, he read books, studied skills, and wrote his thought down in a notebook. The pain was still there, but he used it. He wrote about his struggles and asked himself, what lesson is here? What can I learn from this? Slowly, the pain became fuel. It pushed him to grow. Years later, this man had built a new life. He was not only successful in money, but also in mind. He was strong, disciplined, and respected. People around him said, you are an inspiration. But they did not see the nights he cried or the mornings he forced himself to get up. They only saw the man who had turned his pain into power. This is the choice every man must face. Pain can break you, or pain can shape you. When you suffer, you stand at a crossroads. One road leads to weakness. You stay down, you complain, and you let pain control your life. The other road leads to greatness. You use the pain as energy. You let it sharpen you. You let it teach you. the pain becomes a tool that makes you stronger. Think about a sword. A sword is made by fire. The metal is heated again and again. It is beaten with a hammer again and again. If the metal could speak, maybe it would cry, "This hurts. Why must I suffer?" But without fire and without hammer, the metal would stay weak. With fire and hammer, the metal becomes sharp, strong, and unbreakable. Pain is the fire. Pain is the hammer, and you are the sword. Every challenge in your life is training for greatness. Losing money is training for discipline. Failing at work is training for wisdom. Getting rejected is training for confidence. Facing sickness is training for courage. Each struggle is a test. Each test is a lesson. And each lesson makes you a better man if you are willing to learn. When you are in pain, one of the best actions you can take is writing. Take a notebook and write about your struggles. Write down what happened, how you feel, and what you can learn from it. Writing helps you see clearly. It takes the pain in your mind and puts it on paper where you can face it. Another action is to search for the lesson. Ask yourself, what can this teach me? How can this pain make me stronger? Do not only see the loss, see the training inside the loss. You can also use setbacks as growth. When something goes wrong, instead of saying, "This is the end," say, "This is the beginning of a new strength." If you lose a job, it is training to build new skills. If you lose a relationship, it is training to understand yourself and others better. If you fail at a goal, it is training to try again, smarter and stronger. Every setback is a seed. If you water it with effort and discipline, it will grow into strength. Pain hurts, but it is not wasted. Pain carries power inside it. You must decide whether you will waste it or use it. Weak men waste pain by crying and waiting for life to feel sorry for them. Strong men use pain to rise, to fight, to build something greater. You must ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to be? Remember, the man in the story had a choice. He could stay broken, or he could stand again. You have the same choice. Life will give you fire, life will give you hammers, and life will test you again and again. Do not run from the test. Do not hate the fire. Let it shape you. Let it make you unbreakable. Turn your pain into power. Take every wound, every loss, every failure, and use it as fuel. Train your body, sharpen your mind, and grow your spirit. When the world sees you, they will not see a victim. They will see a warrior. They will see a man who suffered but did not fall. They will see a man who turned pain into power. This is your chance. Do not waste it. The next time life hurts you, do not ask, "Why me?" Ask, "What now? How can I grow from this?" Then act. Write your lessons, take small steps, and keep moving forward. The pain will not last forever, but the strength you build from it will. Pain is not the end. Pain is the beginning. If you choose to rise, pain will become the fire that forges your strength. And when you stand tall after the storm, you will know the truth. Your pain was never your enemy. It was your greatest teacher. Lesson 3. Take responsibility. Every man faces problems. Some problems are small, some are big, but all of them are real. When life becomes hard, it is easy to point fingers. It is easy to say, "This is not my fault. It is because of him, because of her, because of the system, because of the world." But blaming others is poison. It may feel good for a moment, but it makes you weak. It takes away your power. When you blame others, you give them control over your life. You tell yourself, I cannot change because it is not my fault. But the truth is, even if something is not your fault, it is still your responsibility to fix it. Imagine two men facing the same problem. Both lose their jobs on the same day. The first man says, "This is unfair. My boss is stupid. The economy is bad. I have no chance." He spends weeks complaining, talking about how the world has treated him badly. He waits for someone to rescue him, but nothing changes. His energy is wasted on anger and excuses. His family still suffers. His life stays in the same place, or even worse. The second man reacts differently. When he loses his job, he feels pain, but he does not waste time blaming others. He says, "This happened. I cannot change the past, but I can take action today." He updates his skills, he looks for new work, he accepts small jobs to keep moving. He takes full responsibility for his future. He does not wait for help. He becomes the help. Weeks later, he finds another job. Months later, he is in a better position than before. What is the difference between these two men? One made excuses, the other took responsibility. The problem was the same, but the result was completely different. Excuses are easy, but they are dangerous. Excuses stop you from growing. They are like a chain that locks you in place. A man who lives with excuses will never rise. A man who takes responsibility, even when life is unfair, will always find a way forward. Responsibility means saying, "My life is mine, my actions are mine, my future is mine." That mindset changes everything. Many people wait for motivation. They say, "I will start when I feel ready. I will work hard when I feel motivated." But motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel strong, some days you feel weak. If you depend on motivation, your life will be unstable. Discipline is greater than motivation. Discipline is the power to do what you must do, even when you do not feel like it. Discipline is waking up early when your body wants to sleep. Discipline is going to the gym when your mind says, "Stay home." Discipline is saving money when you want to spend. Discipline is studying when you want to watch TV. Discipline is what separates weak men from strong men. Think of it like this. Motivation is the spark, but discipline is the fire that keeps burning. Without discipline, your spark dies quickly. With discipline, you keep moving forward, no matter how you feel. That is why true strength is built on discipline, not on motivation. When you take responsibility, something powerful happens inside you. You begin to respect yourself. You look in the mirror and see a man who does not run from problems. You see a man who stands tall, who accepts life as it is, and who works to make it better. Self-respect cannot be given to you by others. It is earned through responsibility. Every time you do what is right, even when it is hard, you build pride inside yourself. And that pride is unshakable. Let us return to the two men who lost their jobs. The first man, the one who made excuses, felt weaker every day. His family saw him complaining, but not acting. He did not respect himself, and others did not respect him either. The second man, the one who took responsibility, grew stronger. His family saw his courage. His children saw his example. He walked taller because he knew he was fighting for his future. Responsibility gave him strength, and that strength gave him respect. So how can you take responsibility in daily life? The first step is daily discipline. Create small routines that keep you in control. Wake up at the same time every morning. Make your bed. Exercise your body, even if only for a few minutes. Eat healthy food instead of junk. Read a little every day to train your mind. Save a part of your income, no matter how small. These small actions may not look big, but they build power over time. Each habit is proof that you are responsible for your life. The second step is an accountability mindset. This means you hold yourself to a standard. If you fail, you do not hide from it. You admit it. You say, "Yes, I made a mistake, and I will do better next time." Weak men hide from mistakes. Strong men face them. Accountability makes you honest with yourself, and honesty makes you grow. The third step is self-honesty. Look at your life clearly. Do not lie to yourself. If you are lazy, admit it. If you are wasting time, admit it. If you are not giving your best, admit it. This is not to hate yourself, but to know yourself. When you are honest, you can change. When you lie, you stay the same. Responsibility is not always easy. Sometimes it feels heavy. But carrying responsibility is what makes you strong. It is like lifting weights. At first, the weight feels too much. But the more you lift, the stronger you become. Life works the same way. The more responsibility you take, the stronger you grow. And the stronger you grow, the more respect you gain. From yourself and from the world. There was once a man who grew up poor. He could have blamed his parents, the government, or the world, but he did not. He said, "My life is mine. If I want change, I must create it." He worked hard, saved money, studied at night, and built his skills. It was not easy. Many days he felt tired, but he kept going. Years later, he was wealthy, respected, and free. People asked him, "How did you do it?" He answered simply, "I took responsibility for my life. I did not wait for someone to save me. I saved myself." That is the power of responsibility. It is the key that unlocks your future. It is the choice to stop waiting and start acting. It is the path to real strength, real pride, and real success. So do not poison yourself with excuses. Do not waste time blaming others. Look in the mirror and say, "My life is mine. My future is mine. I take responsibility." Then act. Every day you will face small tests. Some days you will want to stay in bed. Some days you will want to give up. But remember, discipline is greater than motivation. Do what you must do, not what you feel like doing. Each time you win this small battle, you grow. And one day, when you look back, you will see that these small acts of responsibility have built a great life. A man without responsibility is like a ship with no captain. He drifts with the wind, lost and weak. A man with responsibility is like a strong captain. He holds the wheel, no matter how rough the sea becomes. Be that captain. Take control. Stand tall. Live with discipline. And you will build a life that you can respect. A life that others will respect too. Lesson 4. Protect your mind and body. A man is more than just his thoughts, and he is more than just his muscles. A strong mind without a strong body is incomplete. A strong body without a strong mind is wasted potential. Life demands balance. To rise in this world, you must protect both your mind and your body. If one becomes weak, the other will fall too. A weak body will slow down your mind. A weak mind will destroy your body. Strength must be complete. Think of a man with brilliant ideas, sharp thinking, and clear goals. His mind is powerful, but he ignores his body. He eats badly, never exercises, and sleeps very little. At first, his ideas push him forward, but slowly, his body begins to fail him. He feels tired, heavy, and sick. His energy disappears. His sharp mind begins to lose its edge because his body is too weak to carry it. His potential is lost, not because his ideas were wrong, but because his body could not support his dreams. Now think of another man who is strong in body but weak in mind. His muscles are big and he looks powerful, but he does not read, he does not learn, and he cannot control his emotions. His strength is wasted because he has no wisdom to guide it. He becomes easy to control, easy to trick, easy to destroy. Without a strong mind, his body is just a tool, not a weapon. The truth is clear. The warrior ideal is balance, a sharp mind and a strong body, a mind that can see clearly, plan wisely, and stay calm, a body that can fight, endure, and carry the weight of life. When these two work together, nothing can stop you. But when one is weak, your life will collapse sooner or later. History gives us many lessons. There was once a man who built a great business. He worked every day, but he ignored his health. He ate fast food, drank too much, and never exercised. For years, he told himself, "I don't have time to take care of my body." Then one day, his heart gave up. His empire was gone in a moment. All his money, all his success meant nothing because he had no health to enjoy it. His story teaches us that ignoring the body is the same as throwing away your future. Another story is about a soldier. He was strong and skilled with weapons. His body was trained, but he had no discipline in his mind. He often lost control of his anger. He could not think clearly under pressure, and he disobeyed orders. One day, his lack of control caused a disaster, and many men suffered because of him. His physical strength was wasted because his mind was weak. His story teaches us that without a strong mind, even the strongest body is dangerous, not powerful. To protect your mind and body, you must live with discipline every day. Exercise is the first step. You do not need to train for hours in a gym. Even simple routines, push-ups, running, lifting basic weights can keep your body strong. Movement is life. When you move your body, you build energy, and that energy feeds your mind. A lazy body creates a lazy mind. Sleep is another weapon. Many men brag about working with little rest, but they do not see the damage. A tired mind cannot think clearly. A tired body cannot fight strongly. Sleep is not weakness. Sleep is fuel. Just like a warrior sharpens his sword, you sharpen your mind with rest. Respect your sleep, and it will respect you back. Nutrition is the foundation of your strength. Your body is built from what you eat. If you fill it with junk, it will become junk. If you feed it with clean food, meat, vegetables, water, simple meals, it will become strong and sharp. Do not eat only for taste. Eat for strength. Every meal is a choice. Will it make you weak, or will it make you powerful? But your body alone is not enough. You must also feed your mind. Reading is one way. Books are fuel for the brain, just like food is fuel for the body. A man who reads learns from the past, understands the present, and prepares for the future. Without reading, your mind becomes soft. Another way is meditation. Meditation is not about being strange or mystical. It is about silence. It is about calming your thoughts, controlling your breath, and finding focus. A man who meditates is not controlled by his emotions. He becomes calm under pressure. He becomes dangerous because he can think when others panic. Protecting your mind also means guarding what you allow inside. Many men waste their focus on endless screens, gossip, and noise. They fill their minds with weakness. But a strong man chooses carefully what he listens to, what he watches, and what he believes. If your mind is a battlefield, you must protect its gates. Only let in what makes you stronger. The balance of mind and body is not just for health, it is for survival. In hard times, your body may need to endure hunger, cold, or pain. In those moments, your mind will tell you, keep going. In battles of life, your mind may feel fear, doubt, or anger. In those moments, your body will remind you, stand firm. One without the other cannot last. Together, they are unbreakable. There was once a man who trained both mind and body. He woke up early, exercised, ate clean food, read books, and practiced meditation. At first, his friends laughed at him. They said, "Why work so hard? Enjoy life. Relax." But years later, when others were weak, sick, or lost, he was strong, sharp, and ready. His discipline gave him freedom. His balance gave him power. He was not the biggest or the smartest, but he was the most complete. That is the warrior ideal. So, protect your body, exercise daily, respect your sleep, and eat for strength. Protect your mind, read, meditate, and stay in control of what you allow inside. Do not let laziness destroy your health. Do not let weakness destroy your thoughts. A strong man is not one who lifts the heaviest weight or solves the hardest problem. A strong man is one who guards his body and his mind like a warrior guards his sword and his shield. Life is a battlefield. Every day you fight stress, fear, temptation, and pain. Without a strong body, you will collapse. Without a sharp mind, you will be lost. But when you protect both, you become unstoppable. You become the kind of man who can carry heavy loads, face great storms, and still stand tall. That is the balance you must seek. That is the balance that will carry you to greatness. Lesson 5. Wealth isn't just money. When most people hear the word wealth, they think only about money. They imagine big houses, fast cars, expensive clothes, and bank accounts filled with numbers. But true wealth is not just money. True wealth is much bigger. It includes health, mindset, peace of mind, respect, and the freedom to live life with strength and balance. A man who has millions but no health is not wealthy. A man who has money but no peace cannot enjoy it. A man who is rich in material things but poor in his spirit is empty inside. Wealth is more than numbers. Wealth is the complete life you build for yourself and the people you love. There are many men in this world who chased only money. They worked endless hours, sacrificed their families, ignored their health, and destroyed their peace, all for the goal of becoming rich. And yes, some of them reached that goal. They became millionaires, even billionaires. But when they arrived at the top, they discovered it was empty. Their bodies were broken. Their children no longer spoke to them. Their nights were full of stress, fear, and regret. They had money but no joy, success but no peace, power but no love. This is not real wealth. It is only a shadow. There is a story of a businessman who built a giant company. Every day he worked until midnight. He ate badly, he never exercised, and he ignored his family. His children grew up without him. His wife felt alone. He told himself, "One day When I am rich enough, I will slow down and enjoy life. But that day never came. When he was finally rich, his health collapsed. His family had already left him. He had money but nothing else. He sat in his big house surrounded by expensive things, but he felt poorer than ever. His story shows us that money alone cannot make a man wealthy. Now look at another example. There was a man who never became a millionaire, but he was strong and healthy. He respected his body. He built a sharp mind by reading and learning. He spent time with his family, gave love to his children, and supported his community. He was disciplined with money. He saved, invested, and lived with balance. People respected him not because of how much he owned, but because of how he lived. He walked with peace, he slept with no regret, and he woke up each morning with energy. He was truly wealthy, even if his bank account was not huge. His wealth was complete. Wealth must be redefined. Money is a tool, not the goal. If you use money wisely, it can build freedom, security, and opportunity. But if you chase money without balance, it will trap you. Real wealth is health, because without health, you cannot enjoy anything. Real wealth is mindset, because with a strong mind, you can face any problem. Real wealth is peace, because what use is a mansion if your heart is full of storms? Real wealth is respect, because the way people see you is built not on what you own, but on who you are. Many men believe that chasing money will bring them happiness. They think, when I am rich, I will be free. But freedom does not wait at the end of a long road. Freedom is built every day through your habits and your choices. Wealth is not something you suddenly receive. It is something you create, little, by living with discipline. Every choice you make is either building your wealth or destroying it. When you choose to sleep enough, eat well, and train your body, you build wealth in health. When you choose to read, learn, and grow, you build wealth in your mind. When you choose to be honest, kind, and disciplined, you build wealth in respect and peace. These are the things no one can steal from you. Of course, money has its place. Money is important, because without it you cannot protect your family, you cannot build security, and you cannot buy freedom of time. But money should be your servant, not your master. If money controls you, you will become its slave. If you control money, you will use it as a tool to make your life stronger. That is why saving and investing are important. Saving is discipline. It teaches you to respect what you earn. Investing is vision. It allows your money to work for you. Together, they build financial stability, which is only one part of wealth, but still a vital one. Protecting your time and energy is also wealth. Many men waste their time on empty pleasures, endless scrolling, and meaningless distractions. They think they are enjoying life, but in truth, they are throwing away their greatest treasure, time. You cannot buy back time. Once it is gone forever. Wealthy men understand this. They treat time like gold. They say no to distractions and they use their energy wisely. Every day becomes an investment in their future. The poor man is not always the one without money. Sometimes the poorest man is the one with riches but no balance. He is poor in health, poor in peace, poor in love. And the truly wealthy man is not always the richest. Sometimes he is the one who builds strength in body and mind, who earns respect through discipline, who creates peace in his heart, and who shares love with his family. His wealth cannot be measured only with numbers, but with the life he has built. You must ask yourself, what kind of wealth do I want? Do I want to chase only money and risk losing everything else? Or do I want to build a life of balance where money is just one part of my strength? The answer will shape your future. If you want real wealth, you must protect your body, sharpen your mind, guard your peace, and live with respect. You must save and invest wisely, but never let money blind you. You must build wealth in every area of your life, every single day. One day, life will test you. Money may disappear, jobs may vanish, but if you have health, discipline, peace, and respect, you will still be strong. That is wealth no one can take away. A man who owns himself is richer than a man who owns the world but has lost his soul. True wealth is not in your pocket. True wealth is in your heart, your body, your mind, and your way of living. So do not chase only the numbers in a bank account. Build real wealth. Wake up early and take care of your health. Train your body, feed your mind, save your money, protect your time, and choose peace. Respect yourself and earn the respect of others. Live with balance, discipline, and love. That is the wealth that will last forever. Lesson 6. Success is the best response. In life, there will always be haters, doubters, and critics. No matter what you do, someone will talk. If you try something new, they will say you are foolish. If you work hard, they will say it is useless. If you dream big, they will laugh. This is the way of the world. People project their fears onto others. They see someone moving forward, and it reminds them of their own weakness. Instead of improving themselves, they try to pull you down. But here is the truth. Their opinions do not matter. The only thing that matters is what you build, what you achieve, and what kind of man you become. There was once a man who grew up poor. His clothes were old, his shoes were torn, and his family had little. When he told people his dream of building a business, they laughed. His neighbors said, "You are too poor to succeed." His friends said, "Be realistic, get a normal job." Even his relatives told him, "Stop dreaming." Every voice around him was against him. But he kept working. He saved every small coin. He studied books late at night when everyone else slept. He learned, he failed, he tried again. Years passed, and people still laughed at him, but he kept going. Then one day, his small shop became a big company. The same people who laughed at him now asked him for advice. The same neighbors who mocked him now respected him. He did not argue with them. He did not fight them. He simply won. And that was the best answer he could give. The lesson is clear. Words are cheap. Anyone can talk, but not everyone can build. You don't need to explain yourself to people who don't believe in you. You don't need to fight with those who insult you. Arguments waste energy. Anger wastes focus. Instead, keep your head down, do the work, and let your results speak. When you succeed, no words are needed. Success silences all critics. Success forces respect from even those who once hated you. Think about it. If someone calls you weak, arguing will not change their mind. But if you train every day, grow stronger, and achieve victory, their opinion will be crushed without you saying a word. If someone calls you stupid, defending yourself will not matter. But if you study hard, build skills, and create something powerful, your success will shut their mouths. Action is louder than words. Results are stronger than excuses. But to reach that point, you must learn to ignore the noise. People will always talk. If you listen to every critic, you will waste your life. Focus is the shield. You must protect your mind from the voices around you. Keep your eyes on your path. Remember your goals. Do not look left or right. When they doubt you, smile. When they laugh, stay quiet. Use their words as fuel, not as chains. Every insult can be turned into energy. Every doubt can push you to prove them wrong. There is another story of a man who wanted to become an athlete. He was small, weak, and slow. His classmates laughed at him when he trained. They called him names, told him he would never make it. For years, he was mocked. But instead of quitting, he used their laughter as motivation. He trained harder, he ran longer, he pushed his body past its limits. While they were busy laughing, he was busy grinding. Years later, he stood on a stage, holding a medal. The same people who mocked him now clapped for him. He did not need revenge. His success was his revenge. This is the power of patience and discipline. The world may not believe in you at first. That is normal. People only believe in what they can see. If they cannot see your dream, they will call it impossible. That is not your problem. Your job is not to convince them. Your job is to build, one brick at a time, one step at a time, until the results are too big to be ignored. Then even your haters will have to respect you. Do not waste your life chasing the approval of others. Approval is a trap. If you live for praise, you will die from criticism. Instead, live for your mission. Choose goals that are bigger than people's opinions. Every day, move closer to those goals. Let your work speak for you. Let your growth prove your worth. This is how strong men live. Action steps are simple. First, focus on your goals. Write them down. Keep them clear. When noise comes from outside, look at your goals and remind yourself why you started. Second, ignore the noise. Not every comment needs a reply. Most words are empty. Let them float away like smoke. Third, prove with results. Work in silence, and when the time is right, let your results make the noise. Success will always be the loudest answer. Every man must learn this truth. Arguments end, but results remain. Critics fade, but success lasts. Do not fight small battles with words. Fight big battles with action. Let your results stand as your shield, your weapon, and your victory. The world may laugh today, but tomorrow they will watch you rise. And when you rise, they will remember every word they spoke against you. They will see the man who refused to break, the man who stayed focused, the man who turned doubt into power. That man will be you. So when they hate, when they doubt, when they laugh, do not stop, do not argue, do not waste your strength. Just keep moving forward. Build your success brick by brick until it becomes a wall too high for their words to climb. That is how you win. Success is not only the best response, it is the only response that truly matters. Lesson 7. No one is coming to save you. There is a truth that many people try to avoid, but every man must face it one day. No one is coming to save you. No one will fix your life, fight your battles, or carry your burdens. The world is full of people with their own struggles, their own pain, their own dreams. Waiting for someone else to rescue you is like waiting for the sun to rise at midnight. It will never happen. The sooner you accept this truth, the stronger you become. Life is not a story where a hero suddenly appears to lift you out of your problems. You are the hero of your own story, whether you accept it or not. Every challenge you face, every pain you feel, every obstacle in your way, it is all waiting for you to rise. The world is harsh. It does not slow down when you fall. It does not pause when you are hurting. It keeps moving. The only choice you have is to stand up and move with it. If you stay on the ground, you will be left behind. If you rise, even alone, you will find your strength. There are many men in history who were abandoned, forgotten, or left with nothing. Yet they rose on their own. One man was left by his family when he was young. He had no father to guide him, no mother to comfort him. He grew up on the streets, hungry, cold, and alone. The world showed him no mercy. People ignored him, walked past him as if he did not exist. But instead of waiting for someone to rescue him, he made a decision. He worked small jobs, saved little coins, and taught himself skills. Day by day, he built a life from nothing. Years later, he became successful, respected, and strong. He was not saved by anyone. He saved himself. His story is not sad, it is powerful. Because when you rise alone, you know your strength is real. The truth is, self-reliance is not a curse, it is a gift. Many people believe that being alone makes you weak, but in reality, it is the opposite. When you learn to rely on yourself, you become unshakable. You are no longer waiting for someone else to fix your problems. You stop begging for help, stop depending on others for your happiness, and stop blaming the world for your situation. Instead, you take control. You stand tall. You fight your battles. And in that process, you discover a beauty that cannot be found anywhere else, the beauty of personal power. Imagine a man who loses his job. He sits at home waiting for someone to call him, to offer him work, to rescue him from his troubles. Days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. His spirit grows weak because he keeps waiting. Now imagine another man in the same situation. He also loses his job, but instead of waiting, he takes action. He learns new skills, applies for work, starts small side projects, and pushes himself forward. Slowly, he rises. One man waits for a savior and stays stuck. The other becomes his own savior and builds a new life. The difference is not luck, it is mindset. The beauty of self-reliance is that it puts your destiny in your own hands. When you trust yourself, you are free. You do not have to wait for permission, for help, or for luck. You move forward because you believe in your own strength. This belief is the foundation of greatness. Every man who built something great started with this truth. No one is coming. It is up to me. When you understand this, you stop wasting time. You stop complaining. You stop blaming. You start building. Of course, this path is not easy. It takes courage to act alone. It takes discipline to keep moving when no one is watching. It takes faith to trust yourself when the world doubts you. But this is where greatness is born. Diamonds are not formed in comfort. They are formed under pressure. Warriors are not made in safety. They are made in battle. And strong men are not created when others carry them. They are created when they carry themselves. So what can you do to live this truth? First, practice daily self-reliance. Start small. Make your own decisions. Solve your own problems, and take responsibility for your own needs. Do not always run to others for answers. Learn to trust your judgment. The more you do this, the more confidence you will build. Second, have the courage to act alone. If no one believes in your dream, believe in it yourself. If no one supports your path, walk it anyway. Many men walk alone before the world finally follows them. Third, trust yourself. You have survived every hard day in your life so far. You are stronger than you think. Stop doubting, stop waiting, and start moving. There is a quiet beauty in becoming your own savior. It means you are no longer at the mercy of others. You do not beg for help. You do not cry for rescue. You stand on your own feet and fight. And when you achieve something, that victory is yours alone. No one can take it away from you, because no one gave it to you. You built it. You earned it. You fought for it. That pride, that respect, that strength, it is priceless. So, remember this. No one is coming. Not tomorrow, not next year, not ever. The only one who can save you is the man in the mirror. The only one who can build your life is you. The only one who can create your destiny is you. And that is not a reason to feel sad. It is a reason to feel powerful, because it means you already have everything you need. You do not need to wait. You do not need to beg. You do not need to hope. You only need to act. Stand tall, take control, and move forward. Life will not hand you your dreams, but it will reward you if you fight for them. Do not wait for a savior. Be your own savior. That is where true strength begins. That is where real men are made. Conclusion. We have traveled together through 7 powerful lessons, each one shaping the way a man can rise in this world. The first lesson was that life will not feel sorry for you. The world does not stop when you are in pain. It keeps moving, whether you are ready or not. Waiting for sympathy will only keep you weak. Strength comes when you decide to face life, even when it hurts. You learn to ask, "What now?" instead of, "Why me?" And in that choice, your resilience begins to grow. The second lesson was to turn pain into power. Every challenge, every failure, every disappointment is fuel. It can either break you or shape you. Strong men use their pain to rise, to grow, and to become better. They write down their struggles, look for lessons, and use setbacks as stepping stones. The man who loses everything can still rebuild, stronger and wiser than before. Pain is not the enemy, it is the teacher that forges strength. The third lesson was to take responsibility. Excuses and blame are poison. Weak men waste their lives blaming others, waiting for rescue, or hoping for luck. Strong men take control of their choices, their actions, and their future. Discipline is greater than motivation. By being honest with yourself, creating daily routines, and holding yourself accountable, you build self-respect. Responsibility is the path to true freedom because you no longer wait for anyone to give you what you need. You claim it for yourself. The fourth lesson was to protect your mind and body. A man is only complete when both are strong. A sharp mind with a weak body is incomplete. A strong body with a weak mind is wasted potential. Training, eating healthy, sleeping well, reading and meditating are not luxuries. They are necessities. The warrior ideal is a man with focus, strength, and clarity. Protect your mind and your body, and you will carry yourself through every battle life throws at you. The fifth lesson was that wealth isn't just money. True wealth is health, mindset, peace, and respect. Chasing only money will leave you empty. A man can be rich in numbers, but poor in life. Building wealth daily through saving, investing, learning, protecting your time, and taking care of your health creates a life that is strong and meaningful. Wealth is not only measured by what you own, but by the strength you carry, the respect you earn, and the peace you feel. The sixth lesson was that success is the best response. Critics, haters, and doubters will always exist. They may laugh, insult, or ignore you, but their words are empty unless you allow them to control you. The most powerful answer is not in fighting or arguing, it is in achieving. Focus on your goals, ignore the noise, and let your results speak. When you succeed, respect comes naturally, and those who doubted you are forced to acknowledge your strength. The seventh and final lesson was that no one is coming to save you. The ultimate truth is that you are your own savior. Life will not pause for you, and no one will hand you your dreams. Self-reliance is not sad, it is powerful. When you learn to act alone, to trust yourself, and to take control, you discover the freedom to build your own destiny. Every man who rises alone knows the strength of personal power, and that strength cannot be taken away. When you put these lessons together, you see the path clearly. Being a man is not about waiting for life to hand you opportunities. It is not about hoping for luck, avoiding pain, or chasing empty rewards. Being a man is about strength, responsibility, and growth. It is about building yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally. It is about using your struggles to rise, taking full control of your life, protecting what matters, and creating real wealth. It is about proving to yourself and the world that you can stand tall no matter what comes. The world does not care if you fail. It does not stop for your pain, your doubts, or your excuses. But the world will respect you when you rise. And rise you must. The respect, the peace, the freedom you desire, it begins with the choices you make today. Every small action, every disciplined routine, every lesson you learn is a step toward becoming the man you are capable of being. You are stronger than you think, more capable than you know, and more resilient than life has tested you. So start today. Do not wait for permission. Do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for someone to save you. Build your strength through action. Build your wealth through discipline. Build your mind and body through care and training. Protect your peace and grow your respect. Take responsibility for every choice you make and never let excuses hold you back. Life will test you, pain will challenge you, and critics will try to slow you down. But you have the power to rise above all of it. The path is not easy, but nothing worth achieving is. Every great man in history has walked it. They faced hardship, doubt, and struggle. They were laughed at, ignored, or abandoned, and yet they rose, and so can you. Every lesson you have learned, every step you take, and every battle you fight builds the life you deserve. Remember this: nobody is coming to save you. But that is not a weakness. It is the ultimate power. You have everything you need inside yourself. Your courage, your discipline, your mind, your body, and your will are enough. Today, right now, you can take the first step toward building the life you want. Save yourself, strengthen yourself, rise above the noise, stand tall, because the world does not wait, and neither should you. Start today. Build your strength. Build your wealth. Build your life. Nobody's coming for you, so save yourself. The journey will be hard. The world will challenge you. But when you rise, when you stand tall against the storms, when you achieve what others said was impossible, you will know the truth. You are your own hero, and your life is yours to conquer. Thank you for watching until the end. Now you know the 7 powerful lessons that can transform your life. Life won't feel sorry for you. Pain can become your power. Responsibility is your path to freedom. Protecting your mind and body is essential. Wealth is more than money. Success is the best response to critics and the ultimate truth. No one is coming to save you. Remember, being a man is not about waiting, complaining, or hoping for luck. It's about taking control of your life, building strength every day, and creating the future you deserve. Every choice you make, every habit you build, and every action you take either moves you forward or holds you back. The world will not stop for you, but it will respect you when you rise, and rise you must. If you want to grow stronger, smarter, and wealthier, start today. Apply these lessons. Train your body, sharpen your mind, save and invest wisely, and take responsibility for your actions. Your success is the ultimate answer to every doubter, every critic, and every challenge life throws at you. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to read, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss content that helps you improve your life, your English, and your mindset. Share this video with friends who want to grow, and comment below which lesson you will apply first. Start now. Build your strength. Build your wealth. Build your life. Nobody's coming for you, so save yourself and rise stronger than ever.